Welcome back to the channel. In the last episode we had quite a bit of rain. We found a really nice park up next to the town of Le Quesnoy. I managed to smash the van into a tree before walking around the ramparts and exploring the town. We checked out the huge forests where I got into a bit of a pickle with my drone. We paid our visits to the grave of Wilfred Owen, the great World War I poet. After that I managed to pick a really rubbish park up and we cooked up a bit of a weird curry in the van. Whenever we get PayPal or Super Thanks, we turn off the mid-roll ads. Many thanks to these lovely people who helped us to do that. Another nice day.
Yeah.
Nice little spot this was.
Lovely.
But we won't give out the what 3 words for this one because it's absolutely full of fishermen today. Yeah. And to have a load of vans here would just be a pain for them, wouldn't it?
It would ruin their parking space, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
So much chocolate in these ones.
Yeah, nice, aren't they?
Delicious.
So a guy just came up to us and asked us if we're from Ukraine because we've got UK on the back of our van.
People in France probably don't know that we've had to change our stickers from GB to UK.
Yeah.
And they might think that we're from the Ukraine, like refugees fleeing the war and having to live in a van.
Well, we're definitely refugees. Right, we've hung around here long enough, so we're off to find some lunch now. This is the town of Fourmies. We're having pizza for lunch, so we just sat in this car park doing absolutely nothing, watching people wandering around. Okay, I think it's time for pizza. Time for you to practice your French.
Okay.
Note the signs on this place. Hello, she's coming back.
They don't do pizza.
Well, they need to change their blooming sign then. Okay then, what do they do?
Just do kebabs, like in wraps and chips.
I'll tell you what then, I'll have a kebab in a wrap with some chips please.
Okay, just plain Donna
kebab. How'd you get on?
Well, it was cheaper than I thought because it said on their sign that the kebabs were €7 each.
Yeah.
And then we had a portion of chips as well.
Yeah.
And it was only €13 altogether.
Maybe they come with chips. Hadn't thought of that one, had you?
Maybe that's the prices for eating in and it's cheaper
I see.
to take away, maybe. Just tear me off a bit of paper at the side.
Now in the end I was really happy they didn't do pizza. It's going everywhere.
That's it. Just...
It's very nice. Tastes good. I've always had my kebab served in a pita bread. If you've never had it served in a wrap, you're missing something special. What do you reckon?
Very tasty.
Very tasty, isn't it?
Probably not very healthy, but
Nah.
still really tasty.
Never had a kebab in a wrap before, have we? It's so much better.
Not that I can remember.
No. Have I got burger sauce all around my face?
The chop.
Kebabs can be messy, but boy do they taste nice. I like the colour of this car. The van would look nice in that. There's a bit of dark history here. At the beginning of the 19th century, Fourmies was a small town with only 2,000 people. By 1891, it had 37 silk and wool factories, employing over 15,000 people. Salaries were low and people worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. On the 1st of May 1891, the Fusillade des Fourmies occurred, when troops shot at peaceful strikers. 9 were killed and 35 seriously injured. We've come to see where some of those strikers used to work.
This is the carding machine. It's sets of rollers which gradually get smaller, and they've got fine teeth on them which separate all the fibres to disentangle them.
Not sure they've really thought this museum through, because there are numbers by the machine, but they don't match up to the English translation card that we've been given.
So this machine's a spinning mule, and the yarn on the bobbin moves forwards and backwards as it's wound onto the bobbin. And children would often work on this machine because of their short height. They could easily climb underneath. And from the 16th century, being clean was signified by wearing white clothes.
They look a bit like yours.
Those drawers.
Let's spend this night together. Let this fire burn inside our hearts. Let us soak in all the pleasure.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Machinery was very interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now that the rain is slowly pitter-pat.
In 1817, a man called Jean-Baptiste André Godin was born into a family of locksmiths. He toured the metalworks of France and was shocked to discover the very poor working and living conditions of the people who worked in them.
Deep cold velvet nights when we are washed, all come together now.
This is Familistère Guise. Godin decided to create his own socialist utopia where his workers would have everything they need for a comfortable life. His workshop produced stoves, and in return, his employees got their own apartments, a school, laundry rooms, swimming pool, and even a theatre.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Strange little place, because there's people clearly still living in it, isn't there?
Yeah. It's quite run down inside, that bit. In the end there you can go in.
Godin died in 1888, but his socialist utopia carried on for another 80 years.
Deep cold velvet nights when
These bumps are particularly savage.
Like they're furrows.
Furrows.
Yeah, the patterns they make.
Don't see them like that in the UK, do you?
No.
It really is quite a beautiful landscape, isn't it?
It is, when you see all the different colours in the fields.
Yeah.
hardware store.
It's really an old
And then you're
town,
going
isn't
round
it?
to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
We found our park up. This place will do us for tonight. Nothing special here, but it is near to something we want to see. Sadly, again, it's not one that's really suitable for sharing online. Carol's cooking tonight, so I'm watching a little bit of YouTube.
Trucking used to be one of the very best blue-collar jobs.
This is corned beef hash, and it's absolutely delicious. We have a video if you want to know how to make it. That looks tasty. So what do you think of French corned beef hash?
Very nice. The meat's got a lot of flavour.
Yeah.
The baked beans, pretty similar to the UK.
Yeah. The meat is quite different, I think.
Yeah.
It's more meaty.
It's got more of a beef flavour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nicer.
Very good.
So we've had our dinner, so now we're just heading into Laon, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, and it's up on a hilltop, and it's meant to be a fortified town with some lovely old buildings, so we're going to have a look while it's cool in the evening.
We like their little blue flashing lights for the crossings. There's another one up there, look.
I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but at night time they should show up a bit more.
That's our destination, up there on the hill.
First hairpin coming up.
It's a steeper one, yeah. Now, is it up this one?
Yeah. And this is the steepest hairpin of them all.
The town of Laon sits on a hill just 100 metres high.
Old medieval city.
Okay, so we've got parking here.
We've still got quite a walk up here to get up.
At the top is the Cathedral Notre Dame. Where is everybody? The town is twinned with Winchester in England. In 1112, Bishop Gaudry was put to death here, and the cathedral was burnt to the ground. The town was fortified by the Romans and has been the scene of a number of battles over the years. Is it what you thought it would be?
No, I thought it would be lots of cafes, restaurants, lots of people sitting outside eating and drinking,
Yeah.
touristy shops. It's a little bit closed up.
Yeah.
Down there.
Mm. It's funny how things often don't turn out the way you imagine them. We thought this place would be absolutely bustling, but it's not. There we go. The sun is going down, so we're going to head back to the van and go back to our park up for the night. Just so many crossings, aren't there?
Oh, they're everywhere.
Everywhere. Here we are again. Happy as can be. This is our our little spot for the night, isn't it, Bunny?
Yeah, nice and quiet. Park up this end though, away from buildings.
If you only stay one night and clear off early the next day, you can park pretty well most places. Did you get everything we needed?
I think so.
Join us next time when we discover what turned out for us to be an absolutely idyllic park up where we just spent time relaxing. We use ad revenue to finance the trips, but whenever we get a PayPal or a Super Thanks contribution, we always turn the mid-roll ads off. Any amount will make us do this, and everybody who watches gets to benefit. So if you'd like to turn off the mid-roll ads, you'll find a link to our PayPal in the description, or you can just use the Super Thanks button. I'll let this drone footage roll, so you've got time to hit the like and subscribe buttons.